Well, hello, you bloody Dead Set Legends. What is going on? I'm just waiting for a text message because, as you can see, Coach Ray just isn't here yet. He messaged me, said he's running late, said getting some food. So he's got the link. He'll be here in any moment. Hopefully, it won't be too long. And then we're going to have a chat to see if Coach Ray can feel and detain the power of the delusion, or is it my mate, Ryan Bowen, that'll get to win? Because it's East versus West that is just happening bloody around the corner. How can you not be up and about? It's all I can think about. It's all you should be thinking about. But ladies and gentlemen, just once again, something different. I've gone live. This will be my fourth guest this week. Welcome to the Ready Bang, the number one arm wrestling live stream in the world. I'm your host, the Aussie arm wrestler. And of course, I am. They're not competing for it at East versus West because I don't have the dollars. But your 2019 Melbourne Cup left arm, 80 to 95 kilo, third place amateur. The most sought after trophy in the arm wrestling world. If you're here, give us the old Ready Bang. Here we go. Coliseum Arm Wrestling, just straight to the jugular, mate. Straight to the jugular. He says, Jake, I noticed on Arm Bet that the match between Ryan and Ray is the number one match for total dollars ways. I think this metric says that this is the match people are most interested in. Well, if you have a lot of haters, then a lot of people will bet against you. So, you know, we all know Ryan's not the most popular. So a lot of people are betting against him, but Ryan thinks he's going to win. There's a lot of people backing him, and we've got a poll going. Let me know in the comments. Okay, it's not that close. But yeah, people do. And I think as well, Coliseum, they have the most data because Ryan and Coach Ray are always on the airwaves. They're always pretty active on all of their social medias, where you've hardly ever seen Ongabayev. You know what he's about, but we haven't seen him since the Asian Championships. We don't know anything about his injury. We can be a bit reluctant with it, but gamble responsibly. Ready, bang. Happy Saturday, says Phil Woody, UK. A nice shout out to my man, the Drew 24, just putting himself on the line. Jake, need me to step in for those 5 minutes for Coach Ray. You guys are awesome. And also, just quickly to my Patreon and YouTube bangers, for as little 50 cents a week, you can support the Aussie Arm Wrestler. And everything is just going back to the channel. Don't worry about that. And my members channel, regardless of my injury, will officially start on Monday morning, my time. So you'll get some updates about that. And if you remember, don't tell anyone about it. But thank you all for coming. Ray is just moments away. Let's have see if I've got a text message. He's joining in 1 minute. 1 minute we'll have Ray. So who else is here? What's up, Jake? Says the sass. Voted with my heart and not my head. Well, who did you vote? In that case, Peter, because you're Australian, I assume you voted for Ryan Bowen. Bowen is bigger and stronger. Both have high arm wrestling IQs, but Bowen takes it. Okay, Ray is just a minute away. Coach Ray getting that pump on. I expect it to be a very close match. 3-1 at the worst. What the metric says is that people are most interested in celebrity matches. Yes, and no, Coliseum. Yes and no. They're more interested in people they're more invested in, which is different. And yeah, okay, if you're more invested in them. So, for example, underground people were watching UFC. Then they whipped out a series called The Ultimate Fighter, and you got to be invested in the fighters. You saw them all the time. Coach Ray and Ryan Bowen, you are seeing them all the time. Now, new people that are coming into the sport, when they type in arm wrestling, they're seeing Devon, they're seeing Ryan, they're seeing Coach Ray, and they're seeing them all the time. So they're more invested in it. So when we want to sit there and say, you're not going to believe it. Kitagali Ognabayev is an absolute beast. Well, they've got to go and search all that. And when they go on their social media, so I think it's more they're more invested in the personality. But yeah, of course, the more well known you are, the better it is. We've got a ready bang here. And we'll just let my guest just warm up here. Warm up here. I tell you, if you're not first, you're last. Hey, this celebrity. let me just tell you the nerve about my guest. The nerve of him. Just sits there and says, "All you peasants out there that do podcasts, I'm free. Fight for me. Fight for my love. And if you're first, if I choose you to be first, then I deem you the greatest podcast host in the world." And that's what Coach Ray has done. This man is about to try and rip the soul out of my heart. And he's going to tell me exactly how he's doing it. Coach Ray, man, love your hashtag. Everyone loves that you're hanging out with me. What's going on, my man?
You said everything perfectly. It was so funny. It was so ridiculous because it was like, I want to, focus on everything else. And I know people will poke me. Can we talk or something? I'm like, I'll just tell them. And if they have time, they will, ask me to get on or something. So, but not exactly like you said. I don't think of you as a peasant, but I think of myself as a king. So.
Absolutely. And you could almost be crowned King of Australia. I might, if you win on the weekend, next weekend, I might have to just organise a festival here in Australia, and we'll just crown you the king of it. Everyone, so far we've got a poll going, and it's 50-50 down the middle for this match. Colseam Arm Wrestling has just let me know, mate, that it's the most gambled on match at East versus West.
Yeah, and then it stopped because I think they made a mistake where they put it on a shout-out stake, and all I need to do is win one round. So no one's betting on Bowen at this point. So it has been stopped like for 2-3 weeks already. We could have done much more. I think they made a calculation error on that one because we'll get there, but I feel really, really confident in my abilities at this point. So yeah.
Oh, mate, it's going to be awesome. Look, if you don't know, don't be an idiot. Just, I'll tell you what we need to do as a team is, one, everyone buy the pay-per-view. Two, if you know any channels that are streaming illegally straight after the East versus West on their channel to get views, just call them out. I'm sure there's other people, let's call out all these channels that are legally streaming, because first cab off the rank, you could almost call this the main event, the battle of the YouTubers. So, Ray, give us an insight, mate. How you feeling? What's going on, mate? You've got this smile on your face. You have this smile of confidence, which I love in athletes, and it's just like, Aussie, I love ya, but I'm gonna wipe my ass with your flag on the weekend. No disrespect.
It's not Aussie. It's just Ryan. I smile because like I feel really confident. So I was driving, and on my way I was driving, like I was thinking about the match, and I saw the videos that Ryan put out and everything else, and I haven't been thinking of Ryan for this match for quite some time. So at the start, of course, he was my focus, but it was like, okay, I'm gonna build whatever I've been missing. I'm just gonna build it, and I'm building, and he's not even like, I'm not even focused on thinking on him. I feel like everything he will throw at me, I can take it, and I will be disappointed if he cannot take what I will be throwing at him. So my idea for this match, as much as I want to win 3-0, I want to make this a dogfight. I want it to be nasty, ugly. That's all I want. If I can make that match happen, I'll be really, really happy, because like I pour my heart and soul for this 8-9 week preparation. Like I have never done this much of work in this small time frame. I feel excellent, and I will be disappointed when the challenge doesn't rise up, and I will be very happy when we grip up and we stop. And I was like, okay, we're in a match. So that will make me happy. If I just go through him I'll not be happy. And he wants to do the opposite. He doesn't. I don't think he wants to get in a dogfight. He wants to whatever he thinks make a statement. So we're opposite ends, but most likely we're gonna arm wrestle because I love guys that want to arm wrestle. There's
Yeah.
you go to competitions, and if you want to win, like if they would give me like $1 million for this, or not even 1 million, but like let's say like 20,000, all I was thinking about winning. So right now for this match, my only focus is not losing. So I'm motivated by not losing to Ryan Bowen.
It's going to be interesting because I do like the breakdown of you wanting a war because I mean, if anyone's seen any of your last 10 to 15 matches, they're just unbelievable. I mean, for those that support Arm Wars like we do, his matches there have just been incredible. And whenever you hit your national tournaments and whatnot, they're always interesting. But yeah, Ryan, I think out of this match, Ryan has more to prove because he hasn't had an international match since WAL against Alan Guerra. Oh no, Chance Shaw when he pulled Chance Shaw. So yeah, I love that. I love that your avenues are different. We'll get into the nitty gritty of the match and all that a bit later. But we're all here for the fun stuff. That's why you come onto the Aussie show. Now, how does it work with England? Do you have to pack the riser, or will a riser be there?
There will be no riser for this one. Riser will be there, but when I arm wrestle my right arm, almost like I have used it in a past, it just doesn't feel good. So you're gonna use a riser when it feels better, so you can access some things. With my right arm, I just don't need it. Like I don't need it. So with my left, I might need it. I might need it at one point. There will be some Jordan Davis like riser.
Yeah. It's gonna be. I cannot wait for it, and I hope everyone feels the same as I, because the match is just going to be unbelievable. Best of five. When you get to Turkey, when will you stop talking to Ryan? So you obviously get to bump into each other, and you got the press conference. When does Coach Ray, the personality, start becoming Coach Ray, the arm wrestler?
I think on competition day, most likely I'm gonna walk up to him, shake his hand, and tell him good luck or something like that. But most likely we'll not interact up until that point. So I think most of the Friday we gonna hang or something. I don't know how he feels. Like I don't care. Like I'm not making Ryan my enemy. Ryan at this point is my best friend. He's my biggest motivation. So what like he created this. So I'm very happy with it. This is part of his product. He will taste his own product. So I'm happy there. I'm not his enemy. I just we gonna arm wrestle and he'll see some reality check there. So
even a bit of an arm wars pun there. So we'll you get the win, right? Ray wins. His hands raised at the end of the day. What would be the first thing you would say to Ryan? The first thing. Have you, I know you don't get too far ahead of yourself because you're actually quite respectful to your opponents and things like that. But what would be something that may naturally... Look, you've got about 100 things lined up.
I think the best one would be, so where is the level, Ryan? Ryan, where's the level? Because he's like, I'm going to ask Ray to say, like, as soon as, like, where's my level? And he'll say, I don't know. And I'll say, I don't know.
Yeah. Well, you can. It can, it's not like Ryan to say something that may backflip on him. But if you do win, then you can say, you are right, Ryan. I do not know where your level is because I manhandled you on the table.
Yes,
so I would assume it's...
Yeah. That would be, but we can think about the speeches and everything else, and I'm really excited just to get on table, because there's directions where you can kind of go, but the wind is blowing and there's a storm brewing, so you don't know where the ship might end up, and I'm excited for that. I absolutely can't wait. Like I remember, like a few years ago, that was my biggest fear. My biggest fear was like, if I get out of my position, now I'm, what's up? I'm like, what's up? I don't care, absolutely don't care, and I'm excited for it. I can't wait.
It's going to be awesome. It's good to see you this pumped up about it. I'm just going to address this comment from S20 ACC, you dead set legend. He goes, if Ryan loses, it will be a serious hit to Australian arm wrestling. Probably make them the weakest of all.
So that would mean Latvians are the second weakest, and that's not reality at all.
What's going to happen if Ryan happens to lose their S20? Just wait a good 45 minutes and just wait for my man Lachlan Adair to pin Sanders 3-0.
Okay.
He'll pin him 2-0, and then Sanders will just give up. He'll go, you know what, mate? I can't do it. I apologize.
Oh my God, you guys are from different planets. You are from different planets.
We're just so far away from everyone. We're like that. We're just like that annoying kid that never gets invited to parties. We're just so far away, so we have to make silly noises like that. Has the beautiful mind of the Jedi, has he given you any tips or anything, or is he just confident in what you do?
So, like, when I started preparation, like, I trained alone for this one. Like, Giannis was on 10,000 vacations, and he did a bunch of seminars all over the Europe, and he was in Israel, so he was all over the place. So I'm going to train alone. I made my own schedule, but of course I talked with Giannis. I'm like, where do you feel like my worst positions is? Like, where would you put me in? So he gave me tips, and I already knew, and then we added some exercises. He gave me some things, and even now, like, finishing up, he's like, you should try this and try this, and he's very involved. He's super involved in this from as much as he can be. So I always take Giannis' advice. Whatever he says, like, he's so smart. He's ridiculously good knowledge, and he knows where, he knows how to beat me, and he knows where I can beat most people. So we kind of keep going back and forth with these things. So yeah, that was kind of input from Giannis. But for this one, I did everything myself. So I even trained alone, because when you train with someone, especially if you train with Giannis, your ego might get involved, and you're chasing some numbers on some lifts, on some positions. Like, Giannis is a world-class top roller, and clearly I am not. Even though I'm top roll king, I'm not. So the problem for my ego would be, like, I would try to match his weights and actually wouldn't get any training done. So I was like, I did the opposite. I was like, I don't care what anyone else is lifting. I'm just going to do my own. And the results are fantastic, if I can say that. And I'm very excited to show to the world, and to Ryan.
Well, I know you're super keen to show it to Ryan, mate. We're gonna have to start calling you the Crown Collector soon, because you're the top roll king. Now, if you beat Ryan, I'm claiming you an honorary King of Australia, even though we don't have kings. So then, what would be the next crown that you would come after? The King of Arm Wars? King of Latvia? Where would the next crown come from?
See, it all kind of is funny to me. So a lot of people tune in to me right now, and they're like, okay, raise this and that. And then I say, like, I made a video, and everyone's like, why are you grumpy? I said, like, oh, I organized competition, and I was tired and things like that. And they're like, oh, you organize competition. That's great. So a lot of people don't know who the hell I am, So, and I've been, like, the main head of Latvian arm wrestling for 9 years already. And I'm a coach firsthand, and I was never thinking myself as a competitor. And the COVID gave me a chance to really train and put a little bit more emphasis on myself. And I feel like everyone that I coach, that I teach, they want to see the guy that is giving the orders, that he knows what he's talking about, that he's putting in a work, and he's actually, good, whatever that means. So for me, everything is coming closer and closer to that line. So I go to WAF Worlds, and if I can get top 3, I'll be very happy. And that means I'm in a really special group of people. For 2 years in a row, got podium on Europeans. never happened with me before. And the streak that I'm on, and the tournaments and everything else, every time I compete, I got top three. So that should say that I'm pretty damn good.
Oh,
And
right. Oh.
the problem is I'm going there, and I'm going closer and closer and closer, which is interesting, and which is kind of scary to me, because I would better have fun matches, than have some pressure on me. But I feel that at this point is inevitable. It's not. I'm not pursuing. Like, I'm opposite of Ryan. Ryan is pursuing it by not pursuing it. Right? It's like, I'm gonna face RVJ by beating Alan Guerra.
Yeah.
That doesn't make any sense for me. I would be like, if they invite me and WL comes back, I was like, okay, so how good do I need to beat the champ? And then, okay, who do I need to beat, to test myself? I would not skip 10 steps. I think those 10 steps are awesome and fun, and you will get way more better out of those steps. So this is position I'm in. It's a weird one where there's more pressure on me, but I'm way better than I was. It doesn't matter how long time. Like, this year has been the best year in my arm wrestling.
You've had a fantastic year. Anyone that's followed your career closely, just on the table, let alone, congratulations on 81,000 subscribers as well to the Voice of Arm Wrestling. That is fantastic. Yeah. That's something, that I dream of. So a huge congratulations there.
Hey, you're going to get there, kid.
I'll get there.
I
will.
Yeah. And so the big thing with arm wrestling and YouTube, like, everyone who joins, how many subscribers you have now?
7,500 legends.
Okay. So it will, like, every event we have, every big impact will produce about like 5,000 new fans. And those 5,000 new fans will kind of distribute between, all the channels and everything else. And if you get on their radar, they will get there. So the views are kind of consistent. You see the views are getting more consistent. More bigger channels will have more views, but that means there's more fans. And when we started, me and Ryan, there was not that much fans.
You're in the dark days of YouTube. Yeah, you're in the dark days of arm wrestling on YouTube. Was like, could almost get your channel cancelled because they're like, no, this isn't a sport.
Yeah. So it grows, and like the rising tide helps all the boats. So I think the best, like your channel, like Uncle John Arm Wrestling News, what you do, you bring more hype. So how YouTube works, like, if there's one channel talking about one specific thing, that thing gonna die out. All the people that need to see it will see it, and that's it. But when it's 10 channels, 20 channels talking about something, the hype just builds and builds, like we saw with Levin and Devin match, because everyone was talking about. So you will get extra views from that, and that's what we needed. Arm wrestling as a sport needed that, and you will get there. I think by the end of the year, if you're consistent and you keep bringing good content to people and they like to listen to you, you'll get to 10,000 easy. Yeah. And then after, it's exponential growth, So.
Yeah, I've got some of the loyal people. Yeah, I'm all about all of us rising together. I'm not about smear campaigns and things like that. I'm all about being together. But Sunka,
hey, shout out to Uncle John. He redeemed himself in the best shape or form possible. That episode, I love my matches. That's clearly one of my favorite episodes. I was there. I was losing my freaking mind. For that round. It was awesome. Kieran just killed it. We cannot forget that Kieran was there also. Kieran, what a legend. Both of those guys. If you haven't seen the latest episode from Arm Wars, go and watch it. Yeah.
Round five, an absolute banger. Just set some time away because you'll be emotionally invested. I know I was. That's for sure. I'll get through some comments and then got some more questions because, guys, we'll only probably be going for about another 10, 15 minutes max. We're going to keep it short and sharp. Just a quick laugh with Coach Ray, and we'll get there. Sunka he's just thinking this would be the best thing ever. He goes, what if Ray beats Ryan like how Gennady beat Dave after getting steamrolled in the first 2 rounds? That would be epic. How would you prefer to beat Ryan? Would it be 3-0 and you're in full control? Would it be a come from behind silver bullet?
So the tide will take me where it needs to take me. So I like, everyone's like, do you plan these matches? No, I'm just an idiot sometimes. It just happens. It just happens like that. I'm so stubborn sometimes that I will try to one thing, and it, like, at the last minute, like the last chance, okay, I'll do something different. So here I have a clear plan how to beat Ryan. If it's 3-0 in a screaming war, I'll be happy. If it's 3-2, doesn't matter. But I think the longer match goes, more it favors me. Like, Ryan can think he will have endurance. There's a lot of things stacking against him. I'm like, really, like, my conditioning is way better than his. I absolutely believe it. I'm getting to some, the like, endurance. I don't get tired. I don't get, on table I can pull for hours. It really, for me, the only thing that is kind of that I'm worried about. So this is the absolute only thing, when he's just too strong. When we grip up and just, like, you cannot get anything engaged, or he just goes too fast, which I don't think is the thing that happens, but that's the only time, like, I will stop and I'll say, oh my God, you're really strong. And case closed, book is closed. I just don't feel like that's going to happen. Like, he needs to be ridiculously strong. We would talk like top guy in Latvia strong. That's how strong he should be. Sandra Shed is strong. So.
Oh, well, hopefully it'll happen. Derek Smith in the chat, he says, tell Ray I said it's pronounced video, not video.
Video. It is what it is, man.
It is what it is.
It's video.
Ray James Statham in the house, the Arm Wars director. What a legend that guy is. Ray speaks better English than me, and I'm English. Yeah, I've had some conversations with you, James. You're a funny guy. Cooper jumps in. He says, "What's up, Aussie and Coach Ray? Good luck. It's going to be awesome. I'll just catch up." Juju Mugu is like, it's effing 5 a.m. The things we fans have to do. Mate, try living in Australia. Nothing's ever on time. What else have we got? Mate, I get up. Yeah. What have we got here? Irving says 81,000, just scratching the surface of where you're going, Aussie. Yeah, I'm a big fan of what Ray's doing. I can't wait to send him some beers when he gets his 100,000 and he gets his silver button, because it's 100% deserved. So then, go on.
No, I have one silver button in for global arm wrestling.
For global, yes, of course, of course. It's a shame you can't merge them together and just have it all on one channel.
I didn't want it. So when I started, I think global was like 50,000. I just didn't want it. Because I think this is with arm wrestling. What we're doing is very specific. It's just arm wrestling. It's not arm wrestling match content. It's some of our matches, but it's not that. It's not just arm wrestling. And global arm wrestling is just arm wrestling. So
yeah,
I try not to mix those things up, because if we would start it there, I think we would be way bigger, way bigger.
There you go. It's going to be awesome. Derek Smith's just firing shots at you. And he says, I hope Ray knows that if he loses when we are in the booth together, I'm going to remember all the shit he gave me for when I got wrecked by Morozov.
Oh, my God, man. Why are you pulling Revas? Why? Why do you keep doing those things to yourself? I can't understand. I absolutely can't understand. What the fuck is your problem, man?
Yeah, it's a big task, Derek. I love you.
I hope Derek shows up in like best shape of his life, and really, just because it's a tough challenge. I love Derek. I can't wait to see you again, man. So yeah.
So what
Give
will
me
happen?
all the shit.
Let's think worst case scenario. What will you do if you lose? What will happen?
I don't know. I don't know. Like, of course, some people will be like, oh, I told you so. And Ryan's going to be, I told you so. You lose arm wrestling matches all the time. You can find like 100 videos where I have lost an arm wrestling match. So it doesn't make any difference. For me, like, I really want to win. I'll give my best to win this match. And like I said, for 9 days, for 9 weeks, I have felt like this man cannot beat me. Like he cannot beat me. And that's how I feel. If I lose to him, like I gain a lot of things in this one. I gain, like I'm strongest I have ever been, without a doubt. Like throw the Hoagland, and I lost that. Gave me so many life lessons in that one event because I trained my ass off, prepared for him, and I lost that match. And after that, like you have seen how I increased everything, starting from that August, going back till July of this year. So if I lose, I still gain a lot of things, and I'll be happy. I'll just say Ryan is better and he's stronger than me, and that's it. I don't know.
That'd be like swallowing a handful of nails, wouldn't it? For you to
Mm.
openly say,
I never have problem apologizing or admit that I'm wrong. Like I have no
no.
problem.
It's just all been
I'm
fun
so
banter with you two.
I
It's just
know,
been fun.
I know.
It's been real fun. It's been real fun to watch, and it has been entertaining. When there hasn't been arm wrestling on the weekend, it's like that's all right. We'll tune into the fix, and you're there. Like there was one episode, I loved it. I absolutely loved it. You were tired, and it was a very rare sight of a pissed off Coach Ray. And like you weren't pissed at the people,
No,
you
no,
were
no.
tired, you
I was just
organised
tired.
events. Yeah. And I think because I always go live after the fix, and I was like, the first thing I was like, we need more of that. I was like, that was awesome. Like Coach Ray's everyone's best friend. And I was just watching you, and you're there and you're fidgeting because, we all know what it's like to be ridiculous tired, and you're like this. And a normal comment that would just slide by you, be like, oh, cool. And then you're giving it these ones. Oh, like that, and then you'd speak with a bit of force, and I was like, we need more of that.
Yeah.
We need more of that.
Yeah, like you said, like I try to be everyone's friend. I'm like that. I'm not an angry person, but I was so tired, and everything was like, oh my god, there's where are you getting these thoughts and ideas? And I just couldn't say. And at one point, like 7 people are there. I was like, are we going to talk about Shan Shaw again? I'm like, I got to go to sleep. Like, I have way better things to do than talk about this match again. Like, what the fuck,
Oh, I absolutely loved it. I was just like, once in a while, if that comes out just once in a while, I'm not saying be a character, but if once in a while you just come with the realism, I'm like, that is awesome. Now, just a couple of serious questions about the match. We'll wrap up in about 5 or so minutes, guys. Is there, do you think that there's an avenue of where you think you're much better than Ryan? And if you'd like to share it, of what avenue that would be?
Oh, clearly my press is way better than his. Clearly, whatever he says about his shoulder, or connective tissue or anything, like I'm the guy that has the same thing, and it's for me, it's not because I'm telling you, but I'm actually showing you. So I think he'll be very, like he said, he will meet me in a hook on the first round.
Okay.
I don't know, like are you really that crazy? Are you really that crazy? And I think my hand is way better than his. Like my hand is way better than his. And I would be terrible for him to top roll in the straps. I absolutely believe those things. So, and it's not because I feel like that. It's because I've been pulling with the best top rollers on the planet, and I know where I gave them trouble, and I know where my weaknesses are. I know where my strengths are. So, I feel like my hand will, especially in the strap, it will be terrible for him. Will be terrible. Yeah.
Do you think he can take a round off you?
Yeah, everyone can take a round off me. I'm a slow starter. That's another thing that I'm worried about. Like usually, like my arms are, they're always some kind of problem. Even with art and pulling with art, like I need some time to warm up. I usually warm up, and it's long. Everyone that pulls me know now for some reason I just need one warm up pull, and I'm 100% strength. But the thing that is kind of where I don't feel like I'm warm enough to do what I need. So if I'm not warm enough, he will for sure can take a round off me. I'm slow starter, but so is he. So is he. So
That'd be
we'll
So
start slowly, both of us.
couple of turtles arm wrestling. Awesome. That's what we're gonna get. Yeah, slow and steady wins the race. Oh, I'm keen for it. And make sure everyone buys that bloody pay-per-view. I tell you, if I have to buy another 10 of them, so some people get to watch it, then I will do it. If you win, will we still be friends?
Of course, best friend.
Are you sure?
I'm sure.
You're not going to sit there and fuck Australia, go to hell.
It will be it not be like fuck Ryan. I'll be like exactly how it happened. We're friends, and everyone's like he sometimes gets on my nerve, but I get on his nerve as well, and it's just how we are. And I think there's a lot of respect between us. I respect him so much that I literally gave away 9 weeks of my life. I haven't been to vacations. Like, it's summer. I haven't been to sea for 9 weeks.
Yeah.
I haven't done anything else. I'm just training and preparing for this match. So that's how much I respect him.
Wow. What will be your punishment if Latvia lose 2-0 at East versus West?
I have to wear some. Oh man, if Sandris loses, he will never hear. I will never stop talking about it. But I have to wear some dumb shirt that Neil Pickup is gonna make or something like that. So I have no problem. We'll figure something out. I'll publicly came out and say, everything that happened on that table if I lost, and I'll say exactly opposite things if I win, and you will never hear the end of it.
I will. I'll make it. I'll make a deal with you, Ray. If you beat Ryan, I will let you come on my show, whether it's live or record, and I'll just let you laugh for 5 to 10 minutes straight, and I won't say a word, and I'll just let you laugh.
And if I lose, I have to come on and cry. Yeah.
No, if you lose, you need to help me start a campaign of eliminating the word delusional. I'm sick. Let's come up with a new word.
No, man, no. We cannot do that. Delusional stays. It's delusional, Bowen. It's what do most people in arm wrestling world do when they wake up? They get a coffee. Some will have a smoke, and then they will watch delusional series. That's part of their life. We cannot take away life from the arm wrestlers.
Look at him. He's just trying to educate me on it. Yes, we bloody can. Well, let's just come up with a new word. Things innovate all the time.
Oh my God. You're too woke. You're getting too woke. You cannot be woke in arm wrestling. No.
I'm getting a taste of it. Yep, someone just jumped in and saying that I am delusional. It's never gonna happen. I know it is. It's all a bit of fun. It's everyone's going nuts. But you are an intelligent man, the voice of arm wrestling. You do know your stuff.
I don't have IQ of 155, but wow. I'm a smart guy and sharp. Some would say,
But just quickly going off topic, I want to get your opinion, Ray. Who would you say is number 2 in the world right now? It's the hottest topic on the planet.
Yeah, I really don't know, and it's like we don't know where Vitaly is. He lost to Dmitry Silayev. We don't know where Silayev is. Can Gennady beat Hermes now? Can Alex beat both of them now? So there's like 5 or maybe 6 guys in that conversation for me. If Jerry comes out and destroys Gennady, he's in that conversation as well. So I really don't know. But whoever is on a winning streak, that's the guy that should be pulling lever. It doesn't matter in what order. If I heard rumors about him and Hermes, yeah, makes sense. Hermes been looking really good. Why not? And then the same thing I could say about Alex, Gennady. I don't know what's the situation with Russians yet, but most likely not. So we'll see.
Any no, Devon, you don't think he still stays or sits around number 2, or he's just because he lost, he drops down?
So, like with Devin's situation, like where does he sit? The last guy he beat was Mike and John. Like, I don't think John is very close to that. He's strong. He might be top 20 because it's John freaking Brzenk, but I don't think he's right there. Like, where do you rank Devin? Out of exactly out of what can we rank him as number 2? Because a lot of people like he's number 2. I'm like, based on what? On one match where he won versus Michael, and then Michael got beaten by 2 Georgians in that way, and you couldn't even move the top guy. So for me, like he could be in that conversation, but I don't think he's that. If he is number 2, he said he will not pull versus Levin again. So it doesn't make any sense. Plus, he's dropping weight and he's getting off everything. So most likely, he's not there. With all due respect to everyone who loves Devin, if you can make a good argument based on the guys that he has beaten.
That's why you're the voice of arm wrestling. That is why you are the voice of arm wrestling. Guys, look, literally, if someone's got an awesome question, I'll quickly pick it out. Otherwise, we're going to wrap it up for this big. Absolutely, look at that, hey?
I'm just gonna be like Ryan. Ryan's like, look. No, sorry. Okay, other way. Yeah. Look at my left arm. My left arm is so small, but my right.
Yes.
I still like that picture of him like.
Like he has Photoshop these. Fuck yeah!
Oh my god, it's ridiculous. Like the Saul that was making those pictures. He sends me a message. He's like, "Oh, your picture is very nice. When you will see what Ryan sent me." I'm like, "Oh my god!"
It's an absolute ripper.
Yeah, that's a good troll. That's a great troll. Someone sees it, or they're like, "Oh my god, this guy! Clearly, this guy. His wrist is bigger than his head. Clearly, that guy."
Oh, there we go. And you can sit there from where was it? From official Stony Tark. He says on a scale of 1 to 10, how delusional is Ryan?
Well, he sometimes goes full blown. So sometimes he's 10, sometimes he's not that far, but it depends on topic. It's good to believe in your abilities. It's always great to have confidence, and clearly Ryan doesn't lack any confidence. We need results. Like, this is where delusional series has started, because there was not enough results. So yeah,
there you go. It's all happening.
What did Derek say?
Derek said, hopefully nobody doctors another photo of us, Ray, making it look like you aren't actually 6'9".
Yes.
He's sitting there.
Nobody.
Can't be probably ranked until he fights another contender. Brock Tondog says, Ray, glue cat hair to your clothes and your body, and you will beat Blue. So
yeah, I don't need to glue them. Like, I live with 2 cats.
Yeah, so you just go pat them.
It's everywhere. I will sit and I'll be like.
Oh, imagine if you coughed a hairball on him mid-match. Oh,
imagine we're doing a stare down, and I was like,
you've got to do it. Can you start licking your hand or something like during the stare down? And can't wait there, mate. Can't wait. Awesome. Guys, Ray's got to go. If you want to catch him, he's going on Andy and Mario show tomorrow. Well, tomorrow my time. It's going to be awesome. We've got the Arm Wrestling Gods coming up. They've got a live stream happening now. There's some awesome matches over there. But, Ray, I wish you nothing but the best. For me, I don't really care who wins. I love both of you. It's going to be awesome. Make sure you have a safe travel. I'm going to have one last roll of the dice to hopefully get to East versus West. One last roll of the dice on Monday. But if not, I'll definitely be at the November one, because I need to get over and hang out with all you guys and show you that I'm a massive unit in real life. I was
Yeah,
going to
just
flex,
like me.
but I like my
Just like
jumper.
me. You're like, "Ah, no, I don't have a pump today." Thank you, Jake. Appreciate everyone. Tune in to the pay-per-view. I'm gonna give my absolutely everything. Like there's no lying. I try not to lie. I try to be as honest as I can be. And like last time when I got burned, I said I will destroy Frode. Clearly didn't work out, but I learned from my mistakes. I get better, and I feel really confident in my abilities in this match. So thanks everyone for support, and thank you, Jake. And I'll see you guys soon. Stay strong. Love arm wrestling.